तुमबाड़ में क्या है?
Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel 5 Reasons Why. Today we are going to talk about 5 reasons why Tumbadd is a must-watch sensation. Though over the past year I have heard of many critics talk about things that did not go well for Tumbadd, we will come back and address it once we are done with why this movie should still be on everybody's watch list. I must warn you that even though I have not given away any spoilers, I have used some small visual snippets from the movie. I'm just giving you a heads up. Number 1. Breaks convention. Unlike the n number of horror or thriller movies I have witnessed so far, Thumbadd has beautifully broken the approach taken by the rest by not just resorting to haunted homes which turns out to haunt you, neither a bunch of people getting lost amidst nowhere, nor a psychopath chasing behind your happily ever after life. Tumbadd is a mythological horror movie that revolves around a deity not spoken of in our history and won't be found either, even if we search for, because of a curse on him for his greed. This movie shows how the cycle of greed, which is evident in each one of us, but yet some of us choose to be more sane than the rest. And while the ones who ignore this sanity by choosing greed are just walking one step closer to their own graves. Number 2. Mise-en-scène. Just in case you did not catch what mise-en-scène means, it is just a French term for telling everything you can see on screen when watching a film. Rahi Anil Barve and Anand Gandhi have done a spectacular work trying to give us the feel of how things worked in pre-independence India. Right from the types of locks used to lock doors, the drills used by Vinayak Rao trying to break into the mansion, even all the way up to how floor was made even before we had mills to get it done. These are just few of the examples showing how the attention is given to tiny details in the making of this movie. Number 3. Bomb under the table.
There is one difference between what I prefer to make and very often what you see, and that is to convey visually certain elements in storytelling that transfers itself to the mind of the audience, whereas I prefer to suggest something and let the audience figure it out. In order to get suspense, you provide the audience with a certain amount of information and leave the rest of it to their own imagination.
But we tell the audience there's a bomb underneath this table and it's going to go off in 5 minutes.
Yes, we did hear Hitchcock, one of the finest directors of all time, who has always succeeded in getting us to the edge of our seats while we watch movies. Here in Tumbadd, this has been employed a number of times, and yes, it has succeeded in bringing me to the edge of my seat while watching it. Number 4. The message. To me, movies are a medium to communicate our imagination. But it does not just end there. Whatever one wishes to communicate should either have something conveyed to the audience or should at least expand their horizon of the knowing. Tumbadd very nicely has shown how greed masks your thinking and leads you straight to your own grave. A strange contrast in Vinayakra's life when he is long gone in search of treasure is very well brought out by showing his wife start off a flour powder business, showing that they had food in abundance even though they had to make ends meet for money. One can't have everything in life. Number 5. Cinematography and edit. Pankaj Kumar, who is the cinematographer of Thumbadd, has done an amazing work on the lighting, the angles of the shots chosen, and just the way the entire masterpiece is shot. Speaking of edit, Sanyukta Kaza has done some brilliant work trying to move the audience along with the movie with no mental hiccups whatsoever in any place. Having spoken of the 5 reasons why this movie is a must-watch, let us now throw some light to the things that put down my excitement whilst I watched Thumbadd for the first time. There are going to be spoilers from hereafter. I wish you to first finish watching the movie before you could continue on with the video. If you've already seen it, go ahead and enjoy the criticism. Hasta, a greedy child of the goddess of prosperity, was forbidden from being worshipped for his greediness. He was cursed that he can never touch anything edible. If he does so, it will burn him. How is that he's cursed with flour but not dough? Even that is edible itself. Hasta gets attracted to the dough dolls but gets burned with the flour powder. This logic was not very convincing to me. The VFX and the prosthetic combination was so bad and hilarious. After such a strong character building for the old lady, who was without a question of doubt scary enough, put my imaginations to expect something more for Hasta. And after seeing that the old lady would just fall asleep after hearing "So jao, Hasta aa jayega," my expectations of Hasta's appearance and character was way too high for the subtle Hasta the movie showcased. But again, if you think I'm just nitpicking, I would not get offended. If you've liked my work, do not forget to like, comment, and do subscribe to be notified of 5 reasons why you should or should not watch something. Be sure to use the link in the description below to get a waive off on your Prime subscription.